There are hundreds of videos on YouTube about how to smoke pork shoulders on the grill, so I'm not going to get into the details on that. The unique thing about today is it happens to be one of the coldest days of the year here in Minnesota. The actual temperature today is minus 16 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. My boogers are freezing on my beard. I got up about 7 o'clock this morning on this Saturday morning and got the grill ready and got it going and put the meat on at about 8:30 this morning. And it's actually holding pretty good right now. We're at about 250 degrees Fahrenheit inside the Kamado. I got the temperature locked down and we're looking for about a 10 to 12 hour smoke today. So stick with us. We'll check in throughout the day and we'll see how well this pork shoulder butt smokes in 16 degree below 0 weather. I'm gonna go in and warm up. All right, we're back. It's about 11:40. We're about just over 3 hours into the cook. The temperature outside has warmed up to, well, it's minus 13 now. As you can see, the grill is holding at about just under 250 degrees. And 3 hours, a little over 3 hours into the cook, the meat's at 144. We're trying to hit 195 degrees, which is where the pork really pulls apart really nice. This thing is what's made it possible for me to do this on such a cold day, because my meat probes are plugged in and that little transmitter out there transmits into this device inside, so I can be inside the house and monitoring my grill and meat temp. It's pretty slick. I'll put a link in the comment section below where you can buy it on Amazon if you like. They're not that expensive. For kicks, let's go out and check to see how the grill's doing outside. For my smoke today, I'm using this Kingsford Applewood smoking chunks. I picked them up at Home Depot. I use one of these gallon ice cream pails, and the night before I fill it with warm water and I put about 5 to 6 of those Applewood chunks in here to soak overnight. I'm using the heat deflector, the ceramic heat deflector in the grill, and just on top of the ceramic heat deflector, I just take a 9x13 aluminum foil pan that you can pick up at Costco in a package at 20 or whatever, and I take the water that I soaked the applewood in and I pour it in here, and that's what I'm using to kind of regulate my heat and create some steam inside the grill underneath the meat. So we've got a ways to go in this cook. My beard's freezing up again. It is booger freezing cold outside. And let's go back in and warm up and we'll check back in a few hours. All right, well, welcome back. It's just about 2:30 in the afternoon, 6 hours into the cook, and it's warmed up to a balmy 9 degrees below 0. It's just warming up like crazy. It's like a heat wave out here. But the grill is maintaining a beautiful temp. We're just about 240 degrees in the grill and the meat is at 167. Let's let it go for a few more hours and we'll come back and check back again. Let's go in and warm up. So in case you don't believe me, we just came in from outside. Glass is totally fogged up. Yep, it's booger freezing cold out there.
Look at his frozen boogers.
Good, thank you. Well, it is just after 5. We're coming up on 9 hours into our cook. And I tried to bump the grill temp up just a little bit. I opened up a vent slightly. It's at just about 260 degrees and our meat's at 177. So we got just under 20 degrees to go. I think at the rate this is climbing, it's gonna still be a couple hours. So my wife and I are gonna go out to dinner, leave the kids here to hang out for a little bit, and we'll be back in a couple hours to try and check where this thing's at and pull it off the grill. We just got home from dinner and our timing is impeccable because the meat is at 197. Grill temp came up a little bit. The temperature outside has gone the other way again. It's back down to 10 below. And it is just about 7 o'clock, so we're just under 11 hours of cook time. And what I've done is I've taken just one of those 9x13 aluminum foil pans. I put some tin foil in it and I made it big so that I can drop the pork shoulder in here and wrap it up, and then we're gonna wrap it in a towel and put it in a cooler to rest for a little bit before we pull it up. So let's go outside and pull the meat off the grill. Now what I like to do is after it's wrapped in tin foil, I like to just put it in a towel or two, put it into my cooler, and we're gonna let that sit for maybe half hour to maybe an hour and kind of let it finish cooking, let all that heat just penetrate completely through, and then what we'll do is we'll pull it apart. It's been resting about just under an hour, and let's pull it apart. Let's try a little taste. That's amazing. Check this out. We got a nice red smoke ring right here. Good penetration. The meat is just soft and moist. This is gonna be great to celebrate the new year. Thanks for watching. Have a happy new year. So Jesse, how's the meat?
Wait, you need a retake? Fantastic.
This is my second look.
Fantastic. It's all gone. Save the salad for last.